Hi, I'm Teddy Burriss, your LinkedIn sales navigator, strategist, trainer, and coach. And the question I got asked is just this: how can I hide the year I graduated on my LinkedIn profile? And I'm going to show you what you can do in this video. So first of all, a couple things that are important to understand about dates. There's some data and fields on LinkedIn that they want a date. Example, your experience section. At the very least, in your experience section, you have to have a year. You don't need to have a month, but on every entry for your experience, at the very least, you have to have a year. Let's go look at your education. Your education, if you look right here, I don't have years. So you don't need to have a year or the month on your education. When you enter it in and you hit the edit pencil on this entry, yes, it wants to know the start month and year and the end date or year, month and year, but you don't have to put it in there and hit save and it doesn't care. It's okay with that. Let's look at some other fields that have dates. So I have an issue date. Do I have to have an issue date? Let's look at that. Edit this. Issue date, April. Can I do month? Can I just do 2021? Let's just do it a year. What happens if I save that? Aha. I don't have to have an issue date, but this is what happens with license and certifications with no date. It's all the way at the bottom down here. These are all the way at the bottom. And so if I want these to show up at the top, or if I want them to show up on chronological order, I have to give them a date. Now this right here, I need to edit that because I got that in 2001. It was April of 2001. I want that more up to the top. Save, and you'll notice here now, it's back up. Where is it? It's back up here, April 2021. Now that's license and certifications. Let's go down a little further. What about volunteering? Let's edit that and see what dates are required there. So let's do an edit here. Do I have to have a date? 2018, start date. Let's go to year, and nothing's there. Let's save that. So volunteering, I don't have to have a date or a month or a year, but I want to have that on there. I started doing this in 2018. I'm still doing it today. Save that. Come back out of volunteering. What else do I need to have dates and times on? Skills doesn't have one. I can't control this. The system puts this in there, so I can't take those dates out. Publications, let's see, there's a date here on this one right here. Let's edit publications. Let's edit this one up top here. And a publication date. Now it doesn't have an asterisk. See this asterisk right here? It doesn't have an asterisk. So if I can just delete that out, backspace it all out, that was 9/2021, and save that, September 2021, come down, hit save. Publications don't need to have a date either. However, it pushed that publication all the way to the bottom of the list because it doesn't have a date. So if I want that to show up at the top of the list or in the right place, I have to give it a date. That was 9/2021. So that was September 9, so September. Save that. Now if you go look, that's going to be back up top September 9th. So that was publications. What else? Courses, there are no dates. Projects, are there any dates related to projects? There's no dates related to projects. Oh, I almost forgot organizations. Now this is this organizations. If I hit the pencil to edit that, and I hit the pencil to edit this one, you'll see again it wants to have a start and end dates, but there's no asterisks there like there is of organization. So I don't have to have a start date. By the way, if you don't have a year, you gotta have a year if you have a month. But if you don't have a month, doesn't say. No month, no year, no error messages. So on organizations, you do not have to have a date or dates associated with it. But again, it's going to probably put it at the bottom of the list if you have organizations you're a part of that you do have dates on. And so those are all the different fields that you have to have dates or you don't have to have dates on your content in your LinkedIn profile. So again, in summary, you have to have at the very least a year in experience. In education, you don't have to have month or year. Licenses, you don't have to have month or year, but if you don't have a date on it, it's going to push it at the bottom of the list. Volunteering, you don't have to have a month or a year on that. And then in publications, you don't have to have dates. It's going to push that down to the bottom of the list. Courses don't have any dates associated with them. Projects have no dates associated with them. And lastly, organizations, you can have a month and a year associated with it, but you don't have to have it. It'll push it to the bottom of the list. I'm Teddy Burriss, your LinkedIn and Sales Navigator strategist, trainer, and coach, and I hope this information is helpful for you.